Welcome, everyone. Okay. So everything is perfect, but not everyone and not all of you recognizes that as yet. It's just like, in reality, you love everyone perfectly, and everybody perfectly loves you. They just don't know it yet. So we are our infinite divine being, but we don't have full access to it yet. We live in utter perfection, utter bliss, but we don't have access to that yet. So the parts of us that don't have access to it often revert to what we've been trained to do, conditioned to do, which is to try to manipulate the world, including trying to manipulate other people or trying to manipulate other parts of ourself, because we don't yet recognize that everything's perfect and that we don't actually need to do anything other than what we're just finding ourselves naturally doing. So that's even true when you don't have full access to the perfection of everything as a lived experience. If you have that knowledge that that's actually true, you can begin to allow yourself just to be what you find yourself being, whether it's quote unquote good or quote unquote bad. Because if you have anger coming up and you find yourself shouting out in anger, that's perfect. It's perfect for you. It's perfect for the other person. That other person might need the wake-up call that energy of anger is giving them. You might need to realize that you've been judging anger all your life, and sometimes it's just the perfect response. It's utterly perfect. Sometimes it's just the right way to experience an energy. And you'll keep creating situations where you get angry until you realize, oh, I don't need to try to censor this. I don't need to try to repress this. It's actually fun to be angry. Like, I was on the Greenway the other day riding my bike, and there was a family with obviously oblivious parents who weren't tending to their children properly and keeping them out of, they were spread out across on this Greenway. There's even a line painted down the middle, like, stay to your side. And I just found myself yelling to alert them. Look, this is dangerous. Like, they needed a wake-up call that was louder than my bike bell. They needed to have a little bit of the fury of God thrown into their life in that, because it wasn't just me. The next biker might not have been as aware. Like, they had to be awakened to the fact you are putting your kids at danger by not supervising them in this kind of space. So in that case, anger, was fully warranted. And because I didn't have any judgment on it, it erupted out of me, expressed, and was done. I wasn't thinking about it any longer a minute later. It was done. It was out of my system. It wasn't there waiting as a half-repressed trigger attractor, So even something like anger is perfect. Even sadness, suicidal depression, is perfect at times. Apathy, like the lowest vibration we can experience, is apathy. You just don't want to do anything. That is absolutely perfect at times. And when you surrender to it, it can be blissful. It can move you. It can drop you right in to the state of pure being, which is what's right below apathy. It's just pure stillness. as long as we're not judging any one of the states, any one of the emotions, any one of the ways our energy wants to flow, it will always lead us into something more divine. And even when we do judge it, we do repress it, that's still leading us into something more divine. It's just the longer route. It's the route, the karmic path, where we still need to learn through suffering. But suffering's not the only way to learn. When we get to surrender, when we just surrender to whatever's arising, knowing that everything arising is for you. It's a friendly universe. Everything is for you as long as you surrender to it, as long as you welcome it, as long as you open to it. You get to have the experience that it's actually for you, and it carries you into something even more blissful. So, yeah, there's just a wonderful world out there waiting for us to awaken to it, that it's already actually here. But for our conditioning, our training, our blocks, and so that's a lot of what we do here, is just try to help you release what's been blocking you from realizing everything's actually already perfect. Yeah, great question. Great challenge for each of us is to really, really, really keep opening to that, to at least the possibility that everything actually is for you. Everything is actually perfect. Nothing needs to be judged. I mean, like in Christianity, they talk about, the coming of the last judgment. Well, the last judgment is when you quit judging yourself and anyone else. That's the last judgment. And it's possible. It's possible to reach that. That's just the other side of everything is perfect. Nothing needs to be judged, neither as good or bad. Ultimately, even the word perfect gets dropped. Everything's so perfect that you don't even need the word perfect. Because perfect makes you think of imperfect as well. And the truth transcends that polarity. It's so perfect that you don't even need a word, because there is no opposite to it. It's all there is. But here in the human, we need to play with words and keep reminding ourselves that every word is only a pointer. It's never true, because no label, no word, no thought, no belief can match what's actually going on. So they're always lies. Every word is a lie when looked at from that true divine perspective. But they're useful, they help, especially as long as we don't take them too seriously. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to go for about 45 to 50 minutes. All you need to do is relax, notice what you notice, be as welcoming and as open to whatever comes. Yeah, let's begin. We begin by opening to this transmission of divine love consciousness. It's always for your highest good and the highest good of all. It's always the best balance for both your human and divine selves. I simply track this transmission and do my best to put words on it as I observe what it's doing. It's always doing far more than I put into words. But the words help you to track it, help you to follow and appreciate what's happening. So right now, I'm just observing it making individual adjustments to each one of you, to your energy systems. It's observing what's going on in your system right now. Observing the surface noise that's most easy to clear away, the random thoughts, any concerns from the day. Just lightly brushing these away. They don't serve any purpose right now. This is a time to simply relax, let go. Clearing away all the surface emotions. Any stuck energies that we see, still mostly on the surface level. As your system opens, begins to trust what's coming in, what's happening, and thus opens more. There's some expansion beginning to happen now. Your system expanding to open more to this divine light, divine love, divine truth. Clearing the heart chakra right now, opening, balancing the center of love, the center of being, you. Yeah, there's a very particular quality of divine light coming in that helps clarify like your unique energies, your unique personality, that which makes you most you, is being affirmed and clarified. It's like, would you be willing to receive this blessing upon that which makes you most uniquely you, including the gifts that you are here to embody and to share, including the unique essences that color your infinite divine being. In your own unique way. This is very much an affirmation of your uniqueness, what you've been growing, developing, evolving over infinite lifetimes includes this eternally growing uniqueness. That which differentiates you from all other infinite divine beings. Yeah, would you be willing to allow this to expand out through your system and inform you consciously that which makes you unique, that which is most true of your essence. And now there's a new energy that got added to this. It's an energy of appreciation, helping you to appreciate, love, and accept your own uniqueness, your idiosyncratic uniqueness. Yeah, your divine flair. It's like when a group of infinite divine beings get together, they can immediately recognize each other's like flair or signature of being, this unique flair. You could imagine it includes textures, colors, like rhythm and tone. Your unique way of being is just being appreciated and affirmed very deeply. And in this appreciation, it's being made more available to your conscious human mind, your conscious human being. Would you be willing to allow more of your divine personality, your divine flair, to radiate out and through your human personality? It doesn't replace your human personality, although it might do that some here and there, but more it adds undertones and overtones. It enhances and amplifies that which is flowing and true and useful and beautiful within your human personality. Okay, good. You're all opening to this. This has initiated it's a type of awakening. There's an awakening process that's been initiated with this. So just feel into this. This as it's like an unfolding. It's like a blossoming from your heart center. Yeah, and there's a self-exciting energy, a self-actualizing, self-healing energy that flows out with this that is automatically clearing any old identifications, conditioning, beliefs that don't support or don't match your unique way of being, your unique personality. that is taking root within your energy system, resonating out through your whole energy system, raising the vibration of your energy system, most especially of your human personality. Yeah, what does your human personality look like, feel like, flow like at these higher vibrations it's being lifted up into? Just notice what that feels like for you, how that's showing up. Would you be willing to allow yourself to become even more fully absorbed in your unique divine being? And would you be willing to consider letting go of any and all past beliefs that the purpose of this life is to dissolve into the oneness forever, to release any and all individuality, and allow yourself to play even more completely in the possibility that developing a unique divine personality is actually the highest realization available to us, so that we indeed can play with other divine beings, with the various forms and personalities of God, as the unique being we are, and that we've spent all of eternity growing, developing, and evolving. Why would we want to throw that away and just dissolve? Especially when we can, at any moment, take a dip in that oneness. We can momentarily have an experience of dissolving our personality into the greater oneness. We're actually showing this to you energetically right now. We're holding the space that allows you to easily dissolve into the oneness, to let go of your unique flair, and it's good for you to know you could just dip in here anytime you want. You could remain here for thousands of years. But when you wish to, You can then do this. You can emerge with your own divine uniqueness fully intact, but even more beautiful for having explored the oneness again. You're fresh, you're new, and yet you still know yourself as your own unique self. So there is no loss in entering the oneness. There's only gain. There's only an increase, a deepening of your true being, including your true personality. Okay, pulling you back into this ever deepening appreciation for your own unique personality, both human and divine. We're just helping to further refine this for you, enhance this. Now, there is one who appreciates this more than anyone else, who wishes to bless you and your unique being, your unique qualities, your unique personality. And this is the highest form of divine love consciousness. So some might experience this as a particular form of God, like Radha or Krishna or the Divine Mother or Jesus. Others might know it as simply their divine beloved. And others might just conceptualize it as that vast, loving light, the source of all. Whatever your experience, just allow this highest form of divine love consciousness to embrace you, to affirm you as a unique being unto yourself. if you could allow yourself to be affirmed and appreciated and seen even more deeply, what would that be like? Would you be willing to allow any and all self-judgment, self-hatred, self-criticism, self-disdain to quickly and easily burn in the purity of this loving embrace of who and what you truly are as an infinite and unique divine being? Would you be willing to allow yourself to see yourself the way God sees you, the way your divine beloved sees you, the way divine love consciousness sees you, in this lifetime and in all other lifetimes as well? Would you be willing to allow this to be the moment of your last judgment, when you no longer feel the need to judge yourself in any way because you are so thoroughly imbued with this divine love, this divine appreciation for each and every aspect of yourself, both human and divine? would you be willing to allow yourself to see how beautiful you are in every way and release all judgments? Taking this deeper now, there's an amazing amount of support here to drop all judgments, to release the mental beliefs, the mental mechanisms that have produced judgment and criticism in the past. Would you be willing to allow those to dissolve and allow yourself to explore living beyond the need for any judgment? To allow yourself to see that you can navigate this world, navigate this life just fine without ever judging anyone, anything, including yourself. Would you be willing to allow yourself to begin to feel the freedom that allows, the peace and happiness that allows, the efficient, simple, true action that allows, action that's always appropriate to the moment, would you be willing to allow all judgment to be replaced with a simple, clear recognition of reality, of what's appearing now before you, and what the most appropriate response is? None of that requires any judgment. In fact, it doesn't require any thought either. There can just be direct recognition, the action that flows from that, the peace and freedom that flows from that. We're demonstrating this for your system. As your system recognizes this, opens to this, allows itself to take on this configuration, you will just find yourself living more and more from this state of freedom, free of judgment, able to appreciate that which is unique to you, that which is unique to another, that which is this present unique situation arising, unfolding before you, always fresh, always new. with no need to label it, no need to judge it, no need to criticize it. Just welcoming the flow of life through you. You're still being bathed within the highest aspect of divine love consciousness. You're still receiving the attention of the divine beloved, who wants this freedom for you more than anything, who wants your happiness even more than you do. Expanding this configuration out farther, you can always expand more, so you can hold more light, more love, more truth, higher vibrations, more of your divine being here in this life, in this energy system. Yeah, would you be willing to allow your system to take on an even higher, more refined, more enhanced configuration that allows more of you to be here in your divine uniqueness, in your divine beauty? With your ability to love unconditionally, now let's deepen this even more within ourselves by sharing it out with the greater collective. Just with the lightest intention, would you be willing to share this experience with the whole planet, with all of humanity? Those that are more ready to receive this, you might experience a more immediate connection and resonance and feedback as they receive it and send it back to you. Others might be slower to receive it. That's fine as well. You just allow it to go out to everyone. And then feel how you are part of everyone, and therefore it's also coming back to you, amplifying so you have more to share. And then the collective radiates back more to you, to this group. As that builds, gains greater coherence, and the divine beloved God in the highest form of divine love consciousness is blessing everyone, appreciating everyone's uniqueness, everyone's journey, everyone's path in life. So that is part of the uniqueness. Yeah, the vibration just keeps rising, the love increasing, the light increasing, the order and level of consciousness continuing to rise. All of that looping back to you once again. And would you be willing to, with the lightest of intention, just hold a focus of sharing this with everyone that will ever watch this video, experience this transmission in the coming week, as well as in the coming years. Would you be willing to add to the love and affirmation of each individual's uniqueness who participates in this transmission at any time? We're reaching such a self-exciting state here that you might begin to notice the ripples of subtle bliss that are a side effect as the energy continues to self-actualize, self-improve, self-harmonize. And let's take a moment to appreciate and recognize the uniqueness of planet Earth, of this Earth experience. Whether you know it or not, this is an extremely unique place within the universe. Would you be willing to allow yourself to appreciate the unique personality of Earth and what this is allowing for you to experience, to know, to realize? And immediately the earth resonates that appreciation back to you. Just feel that amplification. We are quite beyond the level of the mind, so there's no need to try to figure anything out. But would you be willing to allow yourself to appreciate the uniqueness of the all that is? And it is good for you to know that if you wish to remain in this longer, you can do so and simply ignore the rest of the words. And if you are ready to come back, you can easily reconfigure your consciousness to be the best it can be for you here now and onwards, allowing yourself to become aware once again of your location, your body, the time and space about you. And would you be willing to continue to notice and appreciate that which makes you uniquely you? Infinite blessings.